ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 22 of the Jayko Morning Show. J Bones, how we doing, big dog?
Well, we're doing better than yesterday because we're awake today at least.
I wasn't going to say nothing, but Jay's going to come in swinging, so I'm going to come in hitting. My boy could not get that ass up yesterday.
No.
It's all good. It's all good.
But we good here. We good. We rocking it. Hey, we'll get there.
Jiggle Popper coming in strong with the jokes already. I love it. I love it.
Man. I don't blame him. I earned that one.
Hey, man. Sincerest apologies about yesterday.
100%.
I was hoping we had some type of technical difficulty or something. Nah, J Bones just fell asleep. It's no big deal though. It'll happen again.
Hey, what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some, right?
That's it.
We got Wendy Welsh with us this morning. We got Clips with us. We got Jiggle Popper, Nighthawk, Angry Beaver. We got the whole crew in here this morning.
Hey, morning. How y'all doing?
Angry Beaver says it happens. I appreciate the understanding. I felt like a scumbag. Ask Kody.
He did. Hey, just so y'all know, just so the Jakeaholics know, yesterday, Jay texted me like 46 different times, like, bro, I feel like a freaking piece of garbage. I feel horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like just such a waste of life. I'm like, bro, it's okay. Like, relax. He's like, nah, man, I let literally everybody down. People set their alarms to wake up. And I'm like, dude, it's all good. I promise you, it's okay. Most of them probably just went, no show, back to bed I go.
Megaflex, come on in. Yeah, Clip says old people need their sleep. Real nice.
Hey, he's not wrong.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
But that's all right. We're here. We're rocking it this morning. And we'll go. I actually made it a point now. I take my phone and I plug it in on the other side of our bedroom. So now I have to get out of the bed and run over there before it wakes up the kids.
Perfect. That's exactly what needs to happen.
So, but that's all right. We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So last night was Wednesday night, which means Choice Inc. Modified Tour. How we do?
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Was it? I tried to tune in. My daughters had other plans.
I was super frustrated because I knew. So I was fast time during practice, and then during qualifying, Nighthawk took the pole, and I qualified third, I think, but I knew I was fast.
Yeah.
And then the heat race came out, and it was just a disaster.
Was it?
I was running second in the heat race. The guy that was leading, I knew I was faster than him, so I was trying to be patient. And then he got in the wall coming off of 4, and I backed up to give him space to save it. And then the guy behind me drove through me and took me out. So then, as a result, we ended up not finishing the heat race. And then we started like 75th in the race and worked our way up to 4th or something like that. And then I spun myself out trying to drive too hard, and I ended up 4th, I think, which is not bad because we're still second.
Bad.
We're still second in points. I'm only behind Nighthawk by 7 points, sitting second. But I was frustrated because I felt like I should have been racing for the win. And Chris
Nighthawk was very clear about the points last night.
Nighthawk, yeah, I know. And Nighthawk was the only one that was a little bit faster than me. And I think on the longer run, I think I had him covered because I was running a lot more different than those guys. Those guys were pushing it into the corner a lot more. I was backing up my corner, so I was saving a lot of tire for the end. But whatever, that's part of racing. So we'll move on to next week, and hopefully next week we can redeem ourselves a little bit in Nashville. I'm a fan of Nashville. I ran Nashville quite a bit during the season, during the regular iRacing season where they were at Nashville. Yeah. So I feel confident in any modified race really because those are my babies. But I don't know. We'll see what happens next week. We gotta catch up to we gotta catch up to Nighthawk. Can't let him lead the points for too long. But we'll see what happens. On to next week though. And then we had Stu, which is a notorious dirt racer.
He raced with y'all?
Well, I'm not sure we would call it raced with us, but
he drove with y'all?
He had a car on the track with us for a couple minutes.
That's
he made it to about lap 2.5, I think, before before he dipped out and decided that wasn't for him.
For those of you that don't know, Stu is an amazing dirt track racer.
He is good on dirt, but asphalt's not his game, man. And he started. It was so funny because he started in front of me, and because I had my mishap in qualifying and whatever.
Yeah.
So he started in front of me, and I made the comment before the race. I was like, "Man, you know you're in trouble when that 11 car is starting in front of you."
Oh yeah.
And within a couple laps, I caught him. But I was scared to try to drive past him because I didn't know what he was gonna do because he's not, it's hard to predict because he just doesn't have the experience.
Right.
And so I was like nervous trying to get around him, and finally I think he hit the wall or something, and it got me to get around him, because he was all over the place, and I caught up to him, and everybody was bouncing off him, and I didn't want him to take me out. So he says Nighthawk raged on me. Some guys punted me in the rear, and I wrecked. That's not false, but that's also because he was driving in the corner so deep that by the time he lifted, he had to slam on the brakes to not hit the wall.
Oh, Stu did?
Yeah, so he doesn't, like, it's just different. T-Money, what's up, man? Good morning. It's just different. Like, dirt racing, you could just throw it in there. Dirt, on the asphalt, you got to really know, like, where your lift points are, where your apex is, where to drive off, and he just doesn't have that yet. So watching these other guys who do try to deal with him on the track, it was just a hazard.
Don't worry, Stu. I don't know what none of that means either.
But to be fair, if I was on dirt, I would be just as much a hazard as he was on asphalt.
Yeah.
So he's got the dirt game locked down. I'll keep my asphalt stuff, and we'll just run it from there.
Speaking of dirt, let's pull it out to real life. You going to your races this weekend?
So
I know you have a big event up there, don't you?
Yeah, I was going to, but I don't know if I'm going to make it.
We are. We're going to go to the Outlaw Shootout down here.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's Stafford, which is our local track here, has a big event this weekend. There's a bunch of drivers from all over the East Coast coming up. It's a big modified tour event. Ryan Priest, who drives a cup car, NASCAR cup car, is coming to town to run in this race with these guys. And you got a bunch of modified tour regulars. You got a bunch of Stafford regulars, and then you got a bunch of modified guys that are just jumping in this race just to run it. But
just to get behind the wheel.
Yeah, I would love to go, but it's doubtful that I'll make it. So,
well, I'll let you know how ours goes. We're going to be at the Heart of Texas Speedway. It's on dirt, though, because asphalt's only used to getting to the track.
Oh, shut up. I went to Heart of Texas when I was stationed down there. That place is cool.
Yeah.
Place is cool.
We went last year, and listen, my oldest daughter, not a fan, bro. Not a fan.
No, because it's boring for them.
No. They love watching the races. So you got to remember, my oldest daughter is very, very emotional. She's a very emotionally driven character. Okay? Listen, as soon as a car wrecked, she lost it. She cried the entire you'd have thought it was me out there in the car or her mom out there in the car. Dude, she couldn't stand it. Every time there was a wreck or a fender, and then towards the end, a car flipped and then caught on fire. Bro. She's still in counseling for that, bro.
Poor kid. Hey, at least you know she's got a heart, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, meanwhile, my youngest one, she's like, yeah,
that's how most kids are.
Burn it to the ground.
That's how most kids are, man. That's how
I know.
But I still haven't. I've never. My daughter's 8 now, and I haven't taken her to the racetrack yet.
You haven't?
No.
Oh wow, you need to, dude. They might love it.
They may. So first of all, 3-year-old, not a chance. Not even happening.
Oh, my youngest was 3 when we first went.
But the older one I may take next year.
Yeah.
Because I just want him to be old enough to to be honest, I just want him old enough to sit there and let me watch the races.
Yeah, trust me, I know exactly.
So
what you mean.
if I take them to the racetrack, I'm not trying to chase them around or
You may be surprised, dude, because my youngest, as soon as them cars fire,
So I think the older one will be good now, but the younger one's still not a chance in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Not unless mom's coming to wrangle her while we're there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I've just been I've been there too often to watch too many kids just run around like whack jobs.
Oh, I know. Yeah, trust me. It's like us at on the other hand, my daughter's at the football games.
Yeah.
They're up and down the bleacher. I'm sorry, they're up and down the bleachers. They're running left and right on the stands. They're annoying me. I'm like, bro, let's sit down.
See, that's
so I get it. I 100% understand that.
Unacceptable. But anyways, so speaking of football, we had some NFL stories this weekend. So the Miami Dolphins have decided to bench Ryan Fitzpatrick and put in the rookie Tua Tagovailoa as the starter.
He's not. Tell me how poopy Fitz was.
Now, why this is interesting is because Fitzpatrick has played well this year.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins, as a team, have played pretty decent this year. This is actually kind of baffling to me.
Did they say why? I mean, that's the one thing I don't know.
I mean, Tua's a top. He's their first round draft pick. He's where all their money is. Like, he was obviously drafted to be the future of the league, of the team. But the Dolphins right now are 3-3, sitting second above the Patriots and Jets. I mean, the Bills are leading the division. But in the AFC East right now, you got the Bills at 4-2, the Dolphins at 3-3, the Patriots at 2-3, and the Jets at 0-6. So that they're sitting second in the division. So they could be vying for a wild card. But like, that's also very unlike the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They're not usually very good. And Fitzpatrick, I'm going to read his quote because this just broke my heart listening to him. So he goes, so this is Ryan Fitzpatrick on the decision the Dolphins made to start Tua Tagovailoa. He says, my heart just hurt all day. It was heartbreaking for me. I've been a starter in other places, and I've been benched all kinds of ways. But this one just really hurt more than some of the others. I was fully committed and invested, and I thought this was my team. So
pretty heartfelt, dude.
I'm going to tell you that myself and all my other friends that were fans that are football fans also thought this was Ryan Fitzpatrick's team this year. Like, yeah. I don't know, man.
I think everyone did.
It's wild to me that when you have this guy who's playing very well this year, and then so Tua came in last week, so there was this whole big stupid thing. Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say stupid, but there was this whole big thing last week after the game where Tua, I'm sure you saw it on Instagram. After the game, Tua went back out on the field and sat at the 15-yard line and just took in the moment. Like, that was his first game where he actually got to play, and he sat on the field and FaceTimed his family and took in the moment, soaked it in, blah, blah, whatever.
Right.
And social media went crazy. Oh, because you have to understand, Tua got hurt in college real bad his last year.
Yep.
And they didn't think he would ever come back to play.
Morning, Danny.
And then he came back to play. He was a top draft pick, blah, 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 whatever. He was a first-round draft pick. And then, so people were soaking that in. It was a feel-good moment. Kid got to play. He's sitting on the field after the game, all by himself, after the players are gone, after the media is gone, soaking in the moment. Awesome story. Love it. All right, whatever. But for the Dolphins, just to throw him in as the starter, now, the way Fitzpatrick's been playing, it's just a punch right in the face to Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And I just think it's wild. So we'll see what happens. Odd. So, other full disclosure on the side here, I'm one of the people that always said Tua's not going to be very good.
Well, I guess we'll find out now.
And everybody thinks I'm an idiot. Now that Fitzpatrick got benched, I am praying he's not good.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, based on what Fitz said, he's probably going to be driving pretty hard for his job back. And I can understand the upsetness, in his message, because he just lost his job, basically. I mean, think about it. I mean, if you lost your job, you'd be upset too, unless you wanted to leave. And it didn't seem like he wanted to leave, and he was doing good. So
right, but it goes deeper than that, because Fitzpatrick's been on about 30 teams.
Yeah,
and he's always the older. He's always the experienced veteran that gets to play till the young kid's ready to play.
Yeah,
and it felt like, excuse me, it felt like this year he was going to play the whole year. And my thing is, they're winning games and they're playing well. Like, why do you make a change? Well, whatever. I'm not an NFL head coach. I don't get paid. I sit in my basement. I'm living for pennies. So these guys,
listen. Here's what I'll tell you. All right. Here's what I'll tell you. Here's my take on the whole thing. If you're in the NFL in any facet, you're getting paid. Just enjoy the game.
Yeah. Like I have a buddy of mine who was initially arguing like, "Oh, Fitzpatrick probably doesn't care. He's still going to collect his money." Obviously, that's the case. Obviously, not the case.
Well, that's just he has a passion for the game, which is good.
Compete.
What you want in a quarterback.
Correct. Nighthawk says, I'll ride the bench for $10 million. Oh, I always said that. So
dude.
I always said, so practice players on the practice.
I'd be a water boy for $1 million, dude.
Oh,
Let's
100%.
go.
The practice players, the guys on the practice squad make like $200,000.
Yeah,
and I
that's
said,
fine.
I said, I'll let Saquon Barkley run me over for $200,000.
Every practice.
Like, I don't care.
I'll just stand there.
Go ahead, beat me up. I'm down.
Right. Hey, did you hydrate? You need some. All right.
Right.
Are we good? All right.
Right,
I'll be a ball boy for 150.
100%. Too easy. Too easy.
But no, I get it. He loves the game, and he's in a vital position. And he likes what he does. So.
Harvard boy gets flamed, Danny says. Yeah, but Danny, you're a football guy. Let me hear your opinion. Should Fitzpatrick so that's the other thing. Fitzpatrick graduated from Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody, which you would never know because you look at him, he looks like a lumberjack.
I mean, you don't have to look a certain way to have brains.
Yeah, you do. But anyway,
okay.
so y'all let me know what your thoughts are. Should Fitzpatrick catch his job, or is it officially Tua time? And is Tua Tagovailoa the future of the league, or does he end up being another bust? I'm on the bust train.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him, so I don't know. I can't cast a vote.
He's going to get hurt again, and we'll never see him.
Never again.
Donnie, how much do kickers get? No idea. Miss Narfington says, bust. I'm with you, Bubba. Absolutely. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Jesus, Burrow don't even look like he's going to be the future. Although he's not bad. I'm not going to say he's bad, but. So let's scroll up here, back in the chat. Megaflex says, it's funny. A Karen out here in Long Island thought it was a good idea to write an article about how school bus races are bad influence, scaring the children, thinking that they will be in a bus race. Tell that person to shut up. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
Who is it? Who asked us how much kickers make?
That was Donnie too.
Donnie, according to Google, the average kicker makes 1.7 a year. Around $1 million is the league average.
To kick a ball.
To kick a ball. I mean, Pat McAfee, he signed like a $10 million deal.
Way different guy, though.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It says the average salary is around 1.5, 1.7.
Right,
so,
right.
To kick a football.
That's still crazy. Jigga Popper says he can come start in Minnesota. I mean, I don't know if you want him. Why would you want him to start in Minnesota? You got a decent quarterback up there, Bubba. The only time Megaflex says the only time I watch dirt racing is on TV or iRacing. Same. Let's see what else we got. Harvard boy. Let's see. We're scrolling through the chat.
I could kick professional for $200,000. I'll go kick professional for $200,000 too.
Hell yeah. Nighthawk says being 3-3 is time to move on to the rookie. It isn't like Magic went out there and went 6-0. No, but he's not playing bad. I mean, he played pretty decent. You're still over 500 at 3-3, and in our division, this is the most competitive the AFC East has been in years. So
yeah,
I don't think Tua really has much to show either. What has he got to show that he deserves the spot himself?
It is really weird that they would do that.
It's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I just don't think. Yeah. I don't think it's time yet. But we're about to find out now.
Jacob Popper says, I'll literally take anyone over Cousins.
I'll take Cousins. Send him over here. We'll take him. This dude's good, man. Toe Jam, good morning. Toe Jam says, I'll go. Difference is, Toe Jam's actually a kicker. That's why his name's Toe Jam.
Oh, that makes total sense now.
He's a kicker in semi-pro ball, and so.
Dude, go to one of them, open tryouts for the NFL or whatever.
Yeah.
Make your boys proud.
Absolutely.
Bro, even if you're like the second or what?
I deleted.
Even if you're like the second or third string kicker, whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand. If I can figure out how to kick a football, I'm down.
Yeah.
Jacob Popper says 40-23. Nuff said. Who's that to though? Who is the 40-23 to?
Huh?
He said Jacob Popper says 40-23. Nuff said.
Oh, it just came up.
He says the Falcons. Okay, touche. That's like the worst team in the league. That's fair. They always make so this is like the age-old conversation, right? They always say, like, whenever Alabama's like just smoking people, or whenever Clemson's like just wrecking shop, people always take the worst NFL team and like, oh, so let's say right now it's the Browns, right? Which it isn't.
Yep.
It's not, but let's say it is, because it usually is.
Yeah.
If you
Or the
take
Jets.
if you
I
take
always pick on the Jets.
it's the Jets. Okay, so let's do it with the Jets. Everybody will
Right.
always say in the betting world, they're like, oh, if the Jets played the Clemson, or if Jets played the Alabama, would Alabama win the game? Now, before I say anything, anybody who thinks that any college team can beat any NFL team, you're wrong.
I don't think so, because NFL teams consist of all the best players.
Oh, of course.
The individual best players from that season from one college.
Correct, of course. So, like, it's always the conversation, like, oh, can Alabama beat the Browns, or can Alabama beat the Jets? Which obviously the answer is no. It's never going to be yes. If you think it's yes, you don't know anything about sports.
I don't know that it would be a 100% no, but like a 95%, because humans always have an off day.
No.
There's always going to be an off day.
No,
But still,
not even close.
I don't think it's going to be a close game either, no. But
Megaflex
there may be
says,
some
whoa.
shroud of luck that happens. And
Jiggle Popper says, Megaflex says, roll tide. Paperman says, now college team can beat. No, of course not. But I just to get a kick out of it, because every year we bring up the conversation. Every year, I can't tell you how many times I heard people say that. Oh, maybe Alabama could beat the Browns, or maybe Ohio State can. Shut a Jiggle Popper. I'm gonna kick you out of my chat in a minute.
Isn't there a significant size difference too?
Yes, so you have to understand, as good as a college team might be, right? They always only have like 1 or 2 stars, hence the Heisman, right? So
Right.
like last year you had Joe Burrow going for the Heisman race. Like you had him in LSU, you had him, you had Jefferson. So those players are like significantly better than the rest of the team, right?
Right.
Once you get to the league, you have all those players that are the best on their team going to the draft and being drafted.
As one.
I don't care who the team is. There is not a professional team that will lose to a college team. I don't care. I don't care.
Angry Beaver, you're not wrong.
Megaflex made a Pats comment? I missed that.
Yeah, he said that the Megaflex earlier said, I like how the Pats are nothing without Brady and Gronk.
Oh, yeah, whatever. It's early. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. You're also talking about a quarterback
No, I
that didn't
agree
play
with you,
for 2
because
weeks.
there's also a heart and a size difference in college and the NFL.
Did you say a heart difference?
Heart, yeah. Because the guys in there are players on college teams that are only there to get their college paid for. But we could assume that.
I disagree.
I mean, I don't, because I know people that have gone to college to play college ball that are like, I'm just playing ball to get through school.
Well, maybe
You know what I mean?
maybe at like the lower levels, but those Division I kids, if you're a Division I football player on scholarship, you're there to make it to the league. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Because those kids, I mean, if you're that caliber of an athlete that you can get a Division I scholarship, your goal, you might be there for an education, but number one goal is to make it to the NFL. I have to disagree. I have to.
Donnie, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that.
Because when you said heart difference, I agree there's a heart difference. But my heart difference is those kids are playing with more heart because they want to make it to the league.
Okay, well, when you say it like that, it makes sense. It does. But what I'm getting at is it's not every player in college ball wants to go to the league.
No, but the ones that are on
in my
scholarship,
opinion,
the ones that are on scholarship do.
And then on the flip side, in the NFL, you get guys that get complacent, and they're like, whatever. I'm getting paid to just do this. I ain't worried about it. Ain't nobody taking my spot. So I don't know.
Megaflex. The Pats are garbage without Gronk and Brady. Well, we'll see. The season's still young, my friend.
Shame on Mega.
Season's still young. Not in the Big Ten. What does that have to do with what is that? I missed that. If you do one, you think you're going pro. I agree, obviously.
Oh, Jayko, probably not wrong there. The kids at the Army and Navy might not want to go to the league.
Danny says, shame on Mega. That's right, Danny.
Yeah.
Get him. Pats Nation, baby.
Gosh,
Jiggle Popper said, oh, yeah. The kids at Navy and Army. Yeah, you're right. That's the only 2 schools. Oh, no. and Air Force. Although Air Force has had a good football team in the past. So
They have.
You can't even dog Air Force. And
no, you can't.
I actually think Navy might be, or so Navy for sure was in the top 25 this year. I don't know if they're still there.
Army was for sure not.
No, Army's terrible. They're awful. But anyways, so one more sports topic though. So last year at the national championship,
I got one too, so.
okay. So last year at the the NCAA national championship game, after LSU won the game,
Yep.
Odell Beckham Jr., who is an alum of LSU, was on the field handing out $100 bills to the players. So at the time, right, everybody was like, "Oh, that can't be real money. Like he's just putting on a show, right? Like he's just putting on a show. Can't be real money. No big deal.
That's a lot of money.
Blah blah. Yeah, I mean it's Odell Beckham Jr. though.
Oh, I know, but
So anyways, it turns out it was real money.
Oh gosh, that's illegal, isn't it?
Yep, and LSU has now banned Odell Beckham Jr. from facilities and games for 2 years. Now, this is crazy for two reasons, right? So, number one, Odell Beckham is like a huge ambassador for LSU.
Yeah.
Because he's like one of the best in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He puts money into the program. He's out there. He recruits for them. Because Jefferson, who's in the league now, was an LSU receiver last year, always talked about how involved Odell Beckham is in the LSU program. So for them to ban him is insane.
They probably had to, and it was probably the NCAA that banned him.
I was just going to say.
There's no way it was the school.
I was just going to say. I bet you it was. I bet you NCAA said, "Look, here's the deal, bro. That dude's not coming back because it is illegal to give players money. It's illegal for them to accept it." But on the flip side, LSU was terrible this year, so
yeah.
They're in a rebuilding phase apparently, anyways.
Yeah. I wonder, what if he did it like offline, like outside of the field and all that? Oh, it's still players taking money, so
it's still illegal, which is a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
About that because we can get
Didn't
into that.
Didn't they just change that or trying to change that?
Not yet. Donnie too. When I saw the clip, I thought it was fake until it was saw it on ESPN News. I think everybody did. I think everybody thought it was like play money, and he was just trying to be funny. I don't think anybody realized because he was walking around with a stack of money.
Was he?
Handing
just making it.
Making it
rain.
Yeah, handing it to players after they won the national championship. And I think everybody just assumed like, oh, that ain't real.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was real.
100% real.
But so they did change. So they did say they're going to allow players to make money. We don't really know how they're going to do it yet. We don't really know much about it. I want to say it's like 2023 that it's going to be allowed.
That's a while from now.
Yeah, so I don't know how it's going to be structured. I don't know how. We don't know anything like that. But that's a whole nother conversation. Should college athletes be allowed to make money? Specifically, college football players. Should they be allowed to make some money while they're playing? That's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
Danny says...
I thought the same thing. Because I was like, what if he was just walking and, dropping them in front of players, and the players were like, hey, Mr. Beckham, you dropped your... and he's like,
my Lord.
I can't hear you.
Come on. All right, hold on. Let's take a break real quick. 7:30. It's national. It's Nighthawks. Time for Oh, my Lord. Time for
Nighthawks National Day.
Thank you. Jesus. So, National Nut Day is observed annually on October 22nd. This day is not about the neighbor that lives down the street or the coworker who sings a song with their headphones on. It's a food holiday celebrating the healthy and nutritious snacks. Good to know. Nighthawk, thank you for that.
There you go. So go out today, get some nuts, put them in your mouth, and let's go.
Today is National Nut Day. So, I appreciate you, sir. If you're in the chat and you have not followed Nighthawk yet, go do it. If you haven't subbed him yet, go do it. Follow his stream. His stream's iRacing, but his stream is entertaining for all. He's got his song requests. He's got his raffles. So get over there, check him out. Nighthawk, we appreciate it. And let's get back to the chat here real quick. Danny says
so many nut emojis.
That's somebody subbed. That means it's 2020. Danny says it's 2020, so I assume he's in favor of the players making money, which I am as well.
Yeah.
I do believe they should be allowed to make some
Not
money.
as much as the NFL, but definitely I'm not against it.
I'm not saying NFL anywhere near NFL money.
No,
I'm just
not at
saying
all.
enough to have them a little money in their pocket so they can go out to eat if they want to.
Yeah.
My dad has just said no, so I'm out. I'm going to head out. I guess Mega Flex is heading out, so have a good one, man.
Jayko Popper. My Mega Flex. Appreciate that.
Jayko Popper says LSU players can accept literal money, but OSU players get some free tattoos and a choo-choo. Okay, but I guess so. I guess he's salty because they got in trouble. I don't know. Okay.
I didn't know that OSU dudes got tattoos, but
it happens all the
it's
time.
It's not money.
It happens
but it's
all
a
the
gift,
time.
I guess.
Kitten Little Bits, welcome to the show. Oh, fellow New Englander, that's what I like to hear. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So yeah, I don't know. I agree. Players should make money, be allowed to make some money. I don't think they should be allowed to be rich. I don't think they should be allowed to be driving Benzes. But I do think they should be allowed to have some money so they can go out to eat if they want, grab some food, go to Subway, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a discussion for another day because that turned into a whole heated topic with some people. I just firmly believe that players should be. These schools are making all this money off of these kids.
I think, honestly, we're going to go down the rabbit hole a little bit. I think that them making money would be a good thing because, in my opinion, you get these rookies that get into the NFL and they've never had a decent amount of money and they don't have any financial understanding. Okay. So I think that if you would start building that characteristic earlier, it may help. I'm not saying it will help, but I think it may help the professional athlete be smarter or more financially literate once they do get these large sums of money. Whereas you get some people that get in the league and they're broke within a year.
Correct. So, good morning, Reaper. Welcome to the show. How are we doing? Donnie, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. Donnie's a Jags fan. He'd like to let us know.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Donnie.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. We appreciate it. Mocking J Boy, morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, that's my brother. What's up, dude?
So I actually have a different view. So I don't care about their future financial because we all have to deal with that, right? So that's a human trait, right? So whether you're gonna make 60 grand or you're gonna make 10 mil after college, as an adult, that's part of the adult learning process, right?
Well, I know.
The reason I say I believe they should make money is because the amount of work that goes into being a college football player, from meetings all day, 2-a-day practices, being in the weight room, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
You don't always have so when you go to college, right, part of your scholarship or part of your tuition is a meal plan, right? It's a meal plan.
Yep.
So when you go to these like you and I as college students being a non-athletic can just go eat when we have to. These kids cannot. So they're at practice, they're in meetings, they're at, yada yada yada. Yeah. And so they don't always have the opportunity to go to the what's it called, the cafeteria and get their food. So in my opinion, like, these kids should make a little bit of money so that they can go get food if they have to, or go get whatever they need to do because
I completely agree with you.
Because their time is significantly dedicated to being on the football team. Now the other side of that is, it's a fact. I apologize if you play any college sports that is not football, but college football supports the whole athletic department at these schools.
I would agree. At 99% of the universities. So
these kids deserve to get a little bit of that. If the colleges are making millions and millions, I mean, look at these, like Dabo Sweeney and what the hell is his name? I can't think of his name, but the Alabama coach are making over $10 million a year to coach college football.
Right.
These kids can get a little bit of that. And I don't want to hear the stupid argument that, but they get a free education. I don't give a damn. That money doesn't go to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think they should be allowed to make a little bit of money. Danny says, yeah, remember LeBron got a sick Hummer in high school? Well, yeah, but he went to that private school. That was a little different. That was from the boosters, which is still illegal, but whatever. Reapers with the host. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Jayko Popper says, Jayko Popper says, he's talking to your brother.
They're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Just let them be.
I will. Kid Little Bit says, I think it should be mandatory that a certain percentage of a pro athlete's salary be donated to some sort of charity. Are we talking college? Oh, so I do agree that it should be mandatory a little bit.
I was gonna say a small, a little bit.
But
They do make an obnoxious amount of money. But
I also do believe that if you were to look into what these players are doing, 98% of them are already doing that.
Yeah, I would
because
guarantee the whole PR side of it.
Correct, right. So not that they necessarily want to, and not that they necessarily care, but most of them for PR reasons are already doing that just on the off chance that you're going to hear about it.
Right.
And if they're not directly giving money to a foundation, they're out in the community trying to help the community they came from. Because don't forget,
they make their own.
A vast majority of your professional athletes come from less than desirable situations, which is what drives them to be a professional athlete in the first place. So Kitten Little Bit says, pay them, make them donate time to charity as part of the college program. There again, most college programs do make you do customer service.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of times if you live in the communities like around these big D1 schools, a lot of times you'll see them, the players in universities, or the universities will make the players and coaches. Well, I don't want to say make. I don't want to say make them, but they will strongly suggest,
like when we're in the Army.
Correct.
It will behoove you
to
show up at this home on Saturday.
Correct. And Jayko Popper says a free education they probably aren't going to use. Agreed. I understand the thought process behind.
Well, it depends.
I mean, most of them probably will after their time's up, or if they don't make the league.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if they go to the league and have a good run, they don't need to.
I just think we'll end it here. I just believe they should be allowed to make a little bit of money while they're in college.
I agree with you. I agree.
And
be taught financial literacy.
Well, that's an adult thing, though, man. That's like part of being an adult.
I understand that, but it would be a more.
I'm 35. I'm 34, and I'm just learning it.
Well, that's the shortcoming of America. That's what I'm saying. Why don't we should root this stuff earlier?
Agreed.
And educate our youth to come up with at least some sort of knowledge. I know people that don't even know how to get a house or get a mortgage, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. Like to me, that's the wrong answer.
Agreed.
You know, like why are we not educating people on this, but we're teaching them all Pythagorean theorem? Like, dude,
I agree.
Never used that in my life.
I agree.
But I do taxes every year. I bought several homes. Yeah, I've sold a home. You know what I mean? It's electric. Anyway, I could go for days about that.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. What you said you had one more sports topic? What do
you got? Let's close out sports with a little some sad news. A former Raiders offensive lineman has passed away. Mario Henderson passed away. They did not give the cause of death, but he has passed, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family.
How old is he?
The article, that's all the article said.
Oh, so he may be old. He may be retired and.
No, he's not that old. He was 35. I'm sorry. I did write it down.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Cause of death was not given, but thoughts and prayers are with his family.
You never like to see that. That's for sure.
Jayko Papa, what you got, brother? You got a question for us?
And while he's typing that, last little sports topic, World Series is tied 1-1.
Mm-hmm. It is. So
Jayko Popper says it's 7:40 a.m. and why are my neighbors playing the drums? I don't know. What the hell? I don't go.
Because we all just want to be big rock stars living in.
There it is. Hey, we got karaoke time. Be careful on that. They just passed the rule. No karaoke over.
I saw that. So what is that about? Is that new? Did that just happen?
So I don't honestly have no idea. So we talked about this last night, and apparently they're putting their foot down on music. Herm's Game Corner. Good morning. Hey, if you're in the chat right now and you're into the streams and the game streams, go give Game Corner a follow. Give him a sub if you can. Yesterday I stumbled up on him. He was playing college football 2010, so he's
the best there is.
Dude, I was all in. You know me, dude. It was football.
Absolutely.
I was in. So, anyways, go give him a follow, man. He's got a wide array of stuff. He does some great stuff with other streamers, partners them up. So go give him a follow, give him a sub if you can, for sure. Jump in his Discord as well. We got Moo Rambo with us this morning. Good morning, sir.
Hey, Moo Rambo, what's going on, brother?
Rockstar says, stop using my songs, bro. No kidding, you ain't joking. So to clarify what you were saying, apparently Twitch is trying to hammer down on the music and the licensing and all that.
Right.
So I got scared because, as you know, in my other stream, I do song requests.
Right, but it should be legal because it's streaming from YouTube, which has the licensing.
Correct. So I'm going to have to read into it. It's in our Discord. If anybody's curious, go to the Discord. I believe Megaflex posted it in there last night.
He did.
But what I think it's really after is the partners. So we're affiliates. The partners are the ones that I think are being hammered on it. And as far as I know, and from what I read last night, it seems almost like they're trying to go after the ones that are DJing live on Twitch and the ones that are trying to be like a radio show. Like if we were to take a break right now and play a song, I think that's where the issue arises. But
so unless we owned it, right? That's what I think it's what it said. If you own it, or you created it.
Of course. But who? I mean, but like I told Jayko Popper and I were talking last night, and I said, well, who's gonna play royalty-free music on their stream for hours? Like, nobody's going to know to request that. It takes away the whole fun of it.
Right, exactly. You do the song request because it's songs that you can pick that you like,
people
that relate with or resonate with.
Well, right. And it adds another element. Like, when I'm on my other stream and I'm doing gaming, right, and you guys come in, and, like, it's the comical relief of some of the...
Big one, it's Napster all over again.
It is. It is, man. But it's also, like, you guys sometimes will come into my other stream when I'm playing, iRacing or Call of Duty, whatever the hell it is, and you guys will just play some of the dumbest stuff. But that creates it's a funny moment.
Excuse me, sir. The Army song is not the dumbest stuff.
That's fair. But
we fought hard for that
song. Yeah, you're right. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna stop on using the song requests on my chat bot until maybe they email me and they tell me.
See what happens.
I mean, I can't imagine. From everything I've read and heard, it's mainly focused at the partners, the Twitch partners, which we are not.
Rockstar, you should be good because you are. It did say if you create the music, so that's fine. I mean, if you're streaming, your music, you're fine because you own it.
Correct, 100%. Oh yeah, I told you. Went into my chat last week. It was playing Weird Al songs the whole time. But
Jayko Popper, our intro and outro song are royalty free. I can send them to you if you want them.
Yes, they are. Yep. Game Corner says driving to work right now. Drive safe, man. Have a good day at work. He says it's only going after partners. I got nothing to worry about. I don't either. We don't either. Neither of my streams are partners, so I'm not really too worried about that. Rockstar says, but we do covers, but we're playing this but is a cover? I mean, you can play covers, can't you?
I don't know, because a cover, you still have to get permission from the artist to the rights of the lyrics.
You cannot tell me that every local band is getting that plays covers at the dive bar down the street is getting permission from a band. No way.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely
bro.
No way.
Absolutely not. But I think what Twitch is trying to do is keep the integrity of the industry. But I don't know, man. Again, I'm not an expert at this stuff. I have no clue.
Senor Fartface, welcome to the show. I appreciate the follow.
Hey, I'd love the name.
I don't know. Wendy Welsh says, I think I just missed the bus. What happened? If you got questions, let us know. If you got questions, we'll clarify anything you want to know.
Yeah. I don't know.
So karaoke is. So Jayko Popper has a really good point because he says in here a cover is technically karaoke, and karaoke is explicitly banned in that policy they just came out with. So maybe it is. I don't know, man.
Hey, hashtag toot toot fart gang blasting out the rear with support. I love it.
Thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming in and joining us. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean, if it
falls under karaoke, then you might not want to do it. But
I'll follow it closely. But I'm not too scared. Like I mean, come on. Like I think they got bigger fish to fry than either my personal stream or even the show is not.
Yeah.
To where like we're making millions of dollars and they have to come in and check on us. You know what I mean? Rockstar says if you do perform a cover song in a live Twitch stream, please make a good faith effort to perform the song as written by the songwriter and create all audio elements yourself without tracks or recording, etc. Good advice.
Well, there you go.
Jayko Popper says Twitch really
he said y'all
verbatim.
That's so funny.
Oh, man. They're getting rid of Twitch Sings in January. I don't know what Twitch Sings is. Is that
I don't know what Twitch Sings is, but RIP.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into that.
But, so did you hear? I'm gonna steer us off just a hair.
Yeah, man, take it.
When you think of fast food restaurants, right?
Yep.
You think of what? Like the convenience, the speed, the ease. Well, most of the time.
The 18-hour lines in the wrong
Right,
orders. Yeah, I
right.
got it.
So one of the leaders in the industry, one that we all know, the king, the Burger King. They're testing. I don't know how I feel about this, but I want y'all's opinions on this. They're trying something new in 2021, bro, and you will never guess what it is.
Probably not.
They're gonna roll out reusable cups and Whopper boxes.
What?
So the idea
That's only
is
for dine-in, I would assume.
What's that?
That's only for dine-in, I would assume.
Well, I don't know, because check it out, right? So that what they want to do is that they're trying to zero waste the company. They're trying to make it to where there's no waste or none of that stuff. They're trying to lessen their impact on the environment. So what they're trying to do is you pay a deposit when you get your meal. You pay a deposit. You get your food in these reusable packages, and then whenever you bring the packages back, you get your deposit back.
Absolutely not.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to fail horribly.
So, I think they may be trying to eliminate waste, but to me, it sounds like they're trying to make a little more money.
Absolutely, because what they're betting on is you go up there to get the reusable thing, and then you steal it because it's a novelty thing.
Yep.
And they get their money.
Yep. Whatever. So
I'm not in on it.
So I don't even know if I would want. Like, it's one thing if it's for dining in. Like, if I'm in Burger King and you want your Whopper box back or you want your cup back, got it. Because that's no different than going to the buffet and giving them their plate back.
So my thing is, don't even put it in a box if I'm dining in. Just put it on the tray and give it to me.
Well, yeah.
Put it in a little paper wrapper and just give it to me.
That's fair. But if you think I'm taking it home and coming back...
Yeah, no.
Nah, man.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. And I'm not sure I would want to eat off. Like, I've seen some of how some of y'all live. I'm not sure I'd want to eat off the same thing that was in your house and back and in your car and back. Like, come on.
So, another thing. You ever been at a restaurant just sitting there eating? This will always and forever make me lose my appetite instantly. I'll be sitting at a restaurant, wherever it is. I'm using their utensils, and I'm looking at like their spoons and forks, and I think, how many mouths has this been in? And I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done eating.
So do you not eat out?
All the time. But I'm saying,
are you that weirdo that brings your own fork and knife?
Not at all. I'm just saying, if I ever get to thinking and I look at it and I have that thought, I'm like, I'm done.
Oh, that's so funny.
But anyway, so in the second half of 2021, they're going to roll it out in New York, Portland, Oregon, and Tokyo initially. And they're going to do their testing there and see how it goes.
It's not going to work. Not going to work. No shot. Rambo, no shot. I'm with you. Game Corner. Hermes Game Corner says, no, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Are you?
On the reusable cups, bro.
Oh,
on the reusable
dude, I'm okay. I'm way out. Iguana says it's like the reusable shopping bags. Yeah, I mean, but here you have no choice. You have no choice. So I don't know where, Iguana, I don't know where you're from, but here in Connecticut, if you want a bag, you got to pay for it.
That's so wild to me.
And initially it started as the plastic bag. So at first it was, hey, you want a plastic bag? You got to pay 10 cents. Okay, cool. So then the state was collecting that 10 cents, right? So what everybody did now is they got smart and they said, oh, no. You don't got to pay 10 cents for a plastic bag. We got rid of plastic bags altogether because the state takes that 10 cents. But what we're going to do is we're going to charge you 10 cents for paper bags, and then we're going to keep the 10 cents. So now you go to I go to the supermarket, and I got to pay 10. If I want my groceries bagged, I got to pay 10 cents for the paper bag. Mm-hmm. Or if I have to pay $1 and buy the reusable bags and just keep reusing them and carry them around with me everywhere I go.
The reusable bags, you can take them back and forth.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the neck because then you got these reusable bags everywhere.
Hey, Jayko Puffer, you're not wrong. He said Jay doesn't live in Connecticut. He lives in Soviet Russia.
It's not far off, dude. It is not far off. I'm telling you, I can't stand it. And so now we got and then you look on my stairs. I got the hooks on my stairs going up to my basement or to my upstairs. Mm-hmm. And we got all these stupid reusable shopping bags hanging there. I get so mad, dude, because
hey, pro tip, bro. Close all of them. Fold them in half.
I know.
Put them inside one of them.
I know. I have. That's how they are. It just drives me crazy. So don't get me started on the reusable shopping bags iguana, because that will. Oh, that's a nightmare here in good old Connecticut.
Hilarious.
And it was so funny because they pushed so hard, reusable bags, and then COVID hit, and they're like, nobody's allowed to use reusable bags.
Bring the plastic back.
Right? They're like, oh, you can't. You might have germs on it. You have to leave it home.
Oh gosh.
So now it's like, what am I supposed to do? So now I just bring the cart to the truck and
you just carry them.
one at a time in the bed. We'll get it when we get home. Let it ride.
Oh, that's horrible, dude.
It's rough, man. It's rough. Rough times.
It sounds like it, dude.
Oh gosh, the paper bags make good kindling. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're good little fire starters.
If Jay did literally anything outdoors, that would be really important. But
Toe Jam gifted a sub to Rockstar. We appreciate you, Toe Jam.
Thanks for the gifted sub, Toe Jam. Appreciate that.
Just load up the cart in the back of the truck. That's what I just said. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm so confused.
No. They're talking about take the whole cart and everything. Like literally load it into the back of the truck. I'm out.
So you can't walk out of the parking lot with your cart here.
Oh, I'm not. That does not, bro. That does not surprise me.
I'm serious.
You can walk your cart all the way to freaking Oregon from here if you wanted to.
So if I go to Stop and Shop, which is our local, so here at Stop and Shop in Pennsylvania, it's called Giant. They're all the same company, but if you go, if I take my shopping cart and I get past a certain point in the parking lot,
the wheel lock.
Yeah, it's like it hits you right in the chest. I can't tell you how many times I thought my truck was in the right spot, and you're just walking, all of a sudden that thing body checks you because you walk. It's no fun.
How do they reset it? You just go back in the safe zone, or what?
Yeah, you gotta drag it. You're like dragging this cart locked up wheels back past the green zone.
Oh my god!
And I'm not even joking. One day, and it's funny because it's only the back wheels. So if I don't have a lot of groceries, I'll just pick up the back wheels
and just carry it.
Yeah.
I can see Jay like, oh.
Yeah. Well, the problem is because the Stop and Shop right next to my house, I park on the side of the building because I don't park, like, it's just easier for me to walk in.
Yeah, I get it.
But the safe zone is in the whole main parking lot. So where I parked I learned this last week. Where I normally park my truck is only like maybe 100 feet from the door.
Too much.
Yep.
Too far.
Yeah.
Sound the alarm.
Yeah. If you go out the door and take a left, apparently that's not safe for the cart. And so I was literally like 10 feet from my truck when the wheels locked up. So I'm not close enough to unload it without being super awkward.
I think that the funniest part about this is I can visualize and I can hear how pissed off you got.
Oh, yeah, cuss laced, for sure.
Stupid Courtney,
Yeah, and then Peyton asks a question. I'm like, just get in the truck.
I love Peyton. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I'll say that in Texas, too.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
You should... So for those of you that don't know, Jay was supposed to live in South Carolina. He overshot it by like 800 miles. Yeah. We won't talk about it.
Yeah, it's a sore subject. We'll get there, though. We'll get there eventually. Sugar Popper said, carts here lock up, too.
At least you don't have the problem that the people in Virginia had this week out shopping. There was I hit on this the last episode, but I forgot to tell the whole story. But bro, there's a Virginia strip mall, right? It just blew up, leveled the entire thing.
What?
Yeah, middle of the night. No, it was early morning. It was like twilight.
Like, how big of a strip mall are we talking?
There was like, I think it said like 10 or 15 stores in it. A sizable shopping center deal, and blew up. Just boom. Best part is no one died. No one died. Someone got hurt, but dude, can you imagine just like rolling up to work and it's just leveled?
No. What caused that?
A gas leak.
Oh, all right. Jeez,
so a gas leak caused this whole thing to go boom.
I thought maybe it was the guy from the guy making bombs in his
Oh,
garage.
no, not your favorite, no.
Decided to go to work and forgot to take one out of the truck or something.
Jiggle Popper, hush. Stay in your lane, guy.
Oh, jeez. So Reaper says, "Oh hell no, I'm never coming up there. So I'll start here in Texas." Yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
Yeah,
Believe
me too.
I'm only here because my loving other half would rather be here. Hermes said, "Missed it by that much." Believe me, I was not happy. Sugar Popper says, "Ooh, gas leak." He's with the conspiracy theory. I like where your head's at, my friend. He says, "I smell insurance fraud," but you probably wrong. You probably
Yeah.
Man, this is like a Texas chat. Hermes is in
Hell
Texas
yeah,
too.
Texas is the best, baby.
Man, I'm gonna just dip right out then.
We're the greatest country in the United States, bro.
Oh my god. See, it was cool too. You want to say stupid stuff like that?
I mean, again, are y'all mad at us that we have pride?
Oh my god.
Or are you mad that our flag is in the American flag?
I still can't get over the fact that you just have that on cue, like ready to rock.
So, to be completely honest, the stars simply aligned on that because someone sent me that the day before we had that conversation. And I was like, oh, I have the perfect thing.
Sure they did. First of all, Midwest, I think even those of us in the North and those of us in Texas can all agree that nobody wants to be in the Midwest.
No, but literally 0.0% of people.
You guys have nice people, but that's about it. Kody ain't wrong. Man, you know what?
I'm not. But don't be mad that we love our state.
You know,
Texas loves Texas like Kanye loves Kanye, and y'all hate it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I would have stayed in Texas. I like Texas, too.
No, Jayko Popper, I'll show you. My background's my daughter's. Oh, hold on. My background's my daughter's.
Yeah. No.
And then my main background. Hold on, I'll show you. And my main background's my wife. So, I promise you. I don't have it as a background.
That's adorable.
The stars simply just aligned for that one, for real.
I love it. Jiggle Popper and Paperman all say they love the Midwest. Hey,
that's because they don't know any better.
Love where you're from, man. I love it. Love where you're from. Reaper says that's right. We got more pride than the rest of the country.
We do. And it just eats at Jay's soul.
No, so it doesn't. Like, I don't mind that. I just think it's wild how much pride. So if you want to have pride in being an American, I got it. But it's wild to me how much pride y'all have in the state of Texas.
So that's the thing. We have just as much pride to be an American.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just
But
saying.
our flags can fly at the same height.
Heyo! No, they can't. I just think it's crazy. That's all. Paperman, he goes, I got snowboarding, ice fishing. Yeah, anything that starts with ice or snow, I'm out. So you enjoy all that stuff, and I'll just sit in my house and complain.
He said, hold on. Best part, I run on water the first half the year. I'm part Jesus. You're so dumb.
Oh, my God, what an idiot.
You're ridiculous, dude.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah, I'm out. It all sounds cold, which is miserable to me, so I'm out.
Jiggle Popper, where are you moving to, dude? You said you're moving once you're done.
Iguana says, I live in the Chicagoland suburbs. It blows. I hear you. Believe me, I know what it's like to not like where you're from, bro. Rockstar says, if there's one place I could move, it would be Texas. I would agree. Well, not one place, because I love the Carolinas. But I would not mind living in Texas. Just because when I was stationed there, I could have stayed there.
Love it.
I did enjoy it. I'm not going to lie.
The greatest state in the union. Go say it. Just let it out.
We're not going that far. We're not going that far.
Let it come out. The best.
But I will hopefully end up. My wife and I have been talking, and hopefully we'll end up in the Carolinas either in our adult life or in our retired life. But if I had to pick a close second, Texas would be on the list as possible landing spots.
Oh, Rockstar. I already know about crappie fishing, dude. I'm all in on that. Trust me, I got plenty of YouTube videos about that.
No, so that's the one thing, Stu. Stu says 110 degrees is so amazing. So that's the thing. That's one of the reasons I would not go to Texas.
It's only 110 for like a month or two.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like sweating just for no reason. And my wife certainly does not like the heat.
You get used to it, bro.
No, you don't.
You 100% get used to it. All you do is go inside. You're used to it.
I was there for 4 years, and I did not get used to it. Jiggle Popper says, negative 110 ain't much better. Yeah, you're right.
It's not.
You're right.
It's not.
Hermes says it's not the heat, it's more the humidity. I mean, I don't care if there's no humidity, though. 110 is 110. That's still hot.
Mockingjay says, it's good until you work outside, which he's not wrong. So he mows yards and stuff. So he knows. It's hot out there.
I know. Believe me, I was stationed there. We were in the field in the summer. I know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Negative degrees coming soon. Yeah, we know. You live in like the frozen tundra. Yeah, bro.
They live in Soviet Russia.
Yeah, we got you. It's probably going to be negative on Sunday.
That's so wild to me.
Paperman says you can always put on more clothes. You can't take them off. You right.
But you can get completely naked and go swimming in the springs. I'm just saying.
That's true. I will say when we were there was a lot of lake time.
There is. Speaking of Angry Beaver, for those of you just tuning in, Angry Beaver, her husband is fighting stupid ass cancer right now. So we here at the Jayko Morning Show are doing everything we can to support them. There are links. If you go to our Twitch page that you're on right now, go down to the About section. There are 2 links. One to the Fight Like a Man store. You can pick up your Fight Like a Man merch, stickers, T-shirts. All the proceeds go to helping Matt fight his fight. Also, there's a Facebook link down there to the Facebook group for the Fight Like a Man Facebook page. Matt and his wife are doing great at giving us all updates on the progress, what they're going through, and it's mainly positive stuff. Just want to keep everyone in the loop with his fight. So if you get a second, check them out. And don't forget that we're all here fighting like a man for y'all.
Yes, sir. We got something else. We got something else in the live pipeline, but Kody and I got to do some more discussion. But we got something else coming for y'all, too.
Absolutely. Texas heat is a different breed.
It is. You're not wrong. Not CJ. You're right. I'm telling you. So when I was there, I hated it because I was sweating a lot, right? But I didn't really mind it when I was there because I was in the Army, and that's when I actually was like in good shape.
Yeah.
Now that I'm fat, hell no. Absolutely not.
It's not. So, in my opinion, Georgia was worse.
Nope. I just maybe from the humidity.
Because I would take a shower in Georgia. I would take a shower, and I would get out of the shower, and I'd like dry my leg off, and then I'd go dry my right leg off, and then I'd have to go back and dry my other leg off because I already started sweating my face off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe from a humidity standpoint, but not from a straight heat standpoint.
No, straight heat we got them beat, but the humidity.
See, that's why. But I love the Carolinas, and South Carolina gets pretty humid too.
Yeah.
So, maybe I don't know. I don't. I would still live in. I will stick to that. I would live in Texas if I could.
Chicken puffer. Now that I'm fat.
Hey, I am a lot fatter now than I was then. I mean, I'm not fat, but.
So your face is on your leg. Did I say face?
What?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know.
Rockstar says, Jay, I'm going to have Lige send me a copy of my car without the flames on it. It drive me nuts without editing. Okay. Okay. That's the man to do it, though, for sure. Miss Northington says, Jay, towards the end of us. Towards the end, none of us cared. Okay.
Towards the end of y'all's contracts.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 100%. Rockstar says, you said I dry a leg, and then I dry the other leg, and then I'm sweating my face off.
Well, because my brain was going fast and I didn't want to say the word I had right there, so I replaced it with face. Oh man, we got jokes today.
So I talked to Jayko Power about this last night, and y'all got to understand that both of us, like me specifically, I'm not gonna speak for Kody, but I have a bad mouth when it comes to not cussing.
Yeah, we both do.
And so there's a lot of times on this show where I sound like an absolute idiot because I realize halfway through my rant or halfway through my conversation I'm about to cuss and I don't know how to stop it. So I just stumble onto the first word that comes to mind.
That's exactly what I just did.
So that's why I said. So I'm sure that's what Kody just did. So
that's exactly what I just did.
So bear with us here. We'll figure it out.
Oh man, we got to keep it clean. We put all these videos and everything on YouTube as well, and they are way more strict than Twitch's. Right. So yeah, I sweat my face off, but you know what I meant to say.
Right. But all right, man, that's a wrap for us. You got anything else?
Mocking Boy, thanks for stopping by.
You got
Thanks
anything
to
else?
all of our new subs and everyone that stopped in today. We appreciate it. Again, check out the links below in the About section so we can stand with Matt. Cancer's stupid, so let's do what we can to help them out.
Heard that. But all right, guys, we're gonna sign off for now. All the new subs, thanks for stopping by. Get in the Discord if you want. Go ahead and click on the Discord link below. Get in the Discord, have a conversation. The conversation don't stop just because we're off the air. But everybody, get in there. Get your Fight Like a Man T-shirt. Get on the Facebook page. We also have our merch down below if you're interested in that. But other than that, man, make today the best day ever.
Peace.